Sivaya Nama Tiruchitrambalam. Today we are going to talk about a very interesting concept in Saiva Siddhantam, which is called as Guru, Lingam and Sangamam. It's a very important concept that has been promoted and advocated by almost all the Siddhantam texts as well as Tirumurai texts. Let's look at the significance of this. But before going into the significance of this, I would like to share a simple analogy that has been used in the Native American harvesting principle. It is called as the three sisters. If you look at the concept of the three sisters, it is very simple. They always have a corn, when they are any kind of grain, right? So we talk about a corn. So they plant corn. Along with that, they always have a beans. Along with that, they have squash. These three are considered to be the three sisters. And if you look at the scientific reason behind this, they always say these three plants complement one another. They help each other to grow in a more productive approach. The corn is more stable, so it becomes a base for the bean to hold on to it and to move further. So the beans is actually going to use the corn as its backbone. Now beans has an ability to attract insects. So how do we stop that? That is where squash was taken as one of the preventive mechanism. Squash was taken as on the floor. It was just on laid down on the floor so that the insects were not attracted towards the beans. And end of the day, when they looked at it, the combination of corn, beans and squash gave a human body all the needed minerals and amino acids that is needed to grow us in a healthy manner. In 1970, the federations of the food, they did an analysis on this and they published a paper, white paper, to justify the medical benefits of the three sisters. Now they are having a variety. If you look at beans, they are having a variety of beans, and if you talk about corn, they are talking about the varieties of corns in that, and even squash has been replaced with winter melons and all these. But whatever it is, the concept of the three sisters remains the same. Now let's look at this analogy and replace it here in the concept of Guru, Lingam and Sangamam. Guru, we all know, someone who is going to guide us in the path of enlightenment. Lingam is what we all know, which is the Almighty. Sangamam is basically taken as the Sat Sangam, which is being with our fellow disciples, like-minded disciples or aspirants in this Saivam journey. If you want to imagine, take the corn as Lingam, which is always straight and it's always the base. Guru is like the beans. So he's always on, he's a creeper, right? So he's actually takes the lingam as his base, and he's always on, taking energy from the lingam, and he is the one who's guiding us in this path. Even though we are with lingam, even though we are with the guru, yet we are in the materialistic life. We are in this ethereal life which is full of temptations and full of maya, which means there is a high possibility we'll be drifted away from this life very soon, and we will be polluted, or we may be infested with the insects. The insects obviously that we are talking about over here, we know it's the life, the materialistic life that we are talking about. So how to prevent ourselves from that? We don't need any pesticide or whatever for this. Rather, if we are with the like-minded disciples and like-minded adiyargal, that's what we call it, the disciples, who are the aspirants in this journey, we just stick on to them, who will make sure that we don't drift away from this path, and they will guide us because they are also moving in the same direction. So they will make sure that we just, it's something like going with the current of the river. The water flows, just go along with the current. The water that we have to choose is the most important one, which is the adiyar. So basically what happens is, we need to be associated with lingam, we need to have a guru to guide us in this path, but at the same time we still need the disciple team to guide us and make sure that we don't drift away from this path. That is where the Guru, Ilingam and Sangamam concept is beautifully linked with the three sisters harvesting method, which was used in the ancient American harvesting approach. This is not new even in Indian way of harvesting, because we are one of the leaders when it comes to cultivation and all these. If you look at it, we do have these kind of having more than one crop being harvested at the same time, and that is the exact concept that we are talking about over here. I'll come back again with the next posting very soon. Until then, Sivaya Nama, Tiruchitrambalam.